Everyone. Today is World Earth Day. It's the 50th World Earth Day. So we've been making policies that are environment friendly for the last 50 years. But see where we have landed ourselves. Today, more than ever, it is very important for us to revisit our relationship with the earth and see how we can make it more fruitful. The earth was here before us and it will be here after us. We need it more than earth needs us. See, sustainable living is something that everyone must start practicing. Now, not everyone can go zero waste, but there are various degrees of sustainable living that I believe that everyone can make some difference in their lifestyles and day-to-day living that will make a whole lot of difference when we look at it collectively. So, at least make a start. So, here's something that I started this year, and I just want to share a few things that I've been doing into 2020. Number one, I decided not to buy any piece of clothing unless I need it absolutely. It's been 4.5 months and I haven't bought anything. I don't remember last when this happened, that the sale season came and went and I didn't even enter any store. In addition to that, I decided to declutter. I decluttered my linen cabinet, my toiletries cabinet, and I realized that I've been hoarding toiletries since God knows when. Again, it's been 4.5 months. I haven't bought a single bottle of shampoo, not even a single bar of soap. And I think the supplies are enough to last me the entire year. So see, this is how much I was hoarding and how much plastic I was using. Another thing that I did is I finally switched to menstrual cup. So no more monthly wastage that goes directly to the landfill. You know, all this, even the clothes that you buy, everything goes to the landfill. It's made of plastic. So we have to be very careful about what we are choosing to wear and put on our skin and on our body. So that was one. Second, I have stopped using paper napkin and paper towels at home. There is no paper towel in my kitchen that is used on a daily basis. There are no paper napkins. I'm just using the regular good old towel and then putting it for the wash. So that is something that I've done away with. I wish I could do away with it in the office as well. Maybe I'll start once it restarts. Then avoiding single-use plastic. I carry a steel or glass bottle with me everywhere I go, even in conferences. I've got weird looks from waiters when I ask them to fill my steel bottle instead of serving me in those small, tiny plastic bottles, even during conferences. But that's what I've decided, so I do carry that everywhere I go. Again, currently we have been buying grocery from the stores in those plastic packaging, but we make sure that we reuse it. It's reused till the time it's totally battered and then it goes for recycling. One thing that's on my mind is that I will go and figure out local stores where I can buy grocery from without the packaging. So that is there. Another thing is that recycling of waste. It's very good that my society ensures and enforces recycling of waste. So I practice it very diligently. In fact, since the lockdown, I have realized that there's hardly anything that goes in the red bin, which is the trash that cannot be recycled. So everything is either goes in the green bin, which is the wet waste, or the recyclable plastic and paper waste. So, and it pains me that there are so many societies and cities that have still not mandated this. Please don't wait for your society to mandate it. Please start taking steps. If you recycle, it's good for you, it's good for your children. So these are very simple steps that I have taken, but it makes me feel good. I also want to start implementing more of it at work. So go more sustainable in true weight packaging, reduce the use of plastic. Also the paper napkin and plastic stationery at office, I would want to do away with it. I don't know how far will I succeed, but obviously I'll give it a try. Another thing that I've done is no hot water shower unless it's absolutely required, unless it's cold outside. So since the lockdown, I haven't switched on the geyser because it's hot outside. Then why do we need hot water? Cold water is what it is, and that's what we take a shower with. Even my 6-year-old son doesn't use hot water for showers anymore. Machine washing, clothes washing. I do not switch on the machine unless it's a full load. And on days when it's not a full load, I do a quicker wash or I wait for a day, I skip a day. So saving water is very important. One more thing that we've done is we save all the RO water that comes out of the filter. It goes in a big bin sort of a thing, and then it has a tap, and all our utensil washing and watering the plants, everything is done through that. We do not waste a single drop that comes out of the RO water. Now that I am washing utensils as well, I notice how much water was being wasted earlier, because if you open the tap very fast, water gets wasted. Now, even the RO wastewater is not getting utilized fully because we are so careful with the water. So, all these things might seem small right now, but they will go on to help us sustain the earth. If every single person does their bit, even a small bit, it will really, really help. There are a lot of things that I want to go once the lockdown is over, and maybe one top thing that's on my mind is start cycling to office once office reopens, and give my gas guzzler a rest. So these are the few things that I do, and I hope some of you will start practicing at least some of them. Let's start treating Mother Earth with more respect. She deserves more respect, and let's change our relationship with Earth. Stop taking it for granted. Start today, please. Stay safe, stay indoors, eat healthy, and practice deep breathing. See you until next time. Bye-bye.